Hello everyone, this is Moses from ZAATARGARDENS. How's everyone doing in this winter we have here in the Northern Hemisphere, for all my followers in the Northern Hemisphere? And how's the summer going in the Southern Hemisphere for all of you that are following me? I hope everything is going well. Here in California, where I'm at, Central California, Zone 9B, it has been a warmer winter, and I am quite anxious and a little bit afraid if we get another late frost. That's something I really don't want. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And going through my garden, making sure everything's looking good. You can see the parsley looking beautiful and bright. But something interesting happened when my son was out here. He loves raspberries, and behind this olive tree is a raspberry patch. And I said, we don't have any more raspberries, don't worry. I even deadheaded the raspberries on the top and removed all raspberries. He goes, well, there's more raspberries. And I go, no way. And he was right. It's still producing raspberries here in end of January. It's pretty amazing that this is happening, but you know, we had not one day of frost, so you know, the garden is going to reflect that. Where I have potatoes that are pushing up growth, where I already have blueberries forming and a lot more setting in, flowers prematurely blooming, very minimal damage from just less than a year old Tamarillo from seed. These were given to me from Ecuador. My ashwagandha patch that has yet to even remotely look like it's going dormant. So you're supposed to harvest the roots of this plant. Look how huge it is when it goes dormant. Well, that never really happened. Papayas I grew from seed, I didn't even cover this year at all. I just basically ate a papaya and dug a trench and planted all the seeds, and I never covered it, and it's still barely showing any signs of winter damage. Asparagus coming up and has been growing really well very early on in the year, throughout the whole patch. Just keeps going and going. And my passion fruit vine that never was inflicted with winter at all, so I ended up just chopping it down at around 4 feet. That's why you can see all the leaves are wilting now, because I don't want it to start growing in the spring from up here. It's going to cover the whole house maybe. So I pruned it back, and today I'm going to be going through and trying to clean up as much as I can hanging up from here. My cherimoya that I didn't have to cover once, and this is from the rootstock. It's not a grafted variety, but you're not seeing much damage at all. If you look, let me zoom in. Just look at the new leaves. I mean, it's just doing fine. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. So, like I said, I hope I don't get a late frost here, because that'll be another video later on how much damage there was. Now, I knew that the all-in-one almond produces flowers very early in the year, and it's doing its thing. It's doing just fine. It's normal. But my Flavor Delight Apium is also pushing flowers, as you can see. That's crazy. I wonder if there's one that's open right now. I didn't really look till I started filming, but this is a little unusual, and this is a very, very beautiful flower, and it's right next to the window, so we can look at it from the window, from the family room. And in comparison, here's the all-in-one almond flowers. So none are open yet, but they're beautiful white and a little pinkish. Some of them. Most of them are pure white, and the rest are pink. You can see how many there are if I back up. It's going to be full of almonds, hundreds, on this little tree that's about 6.5 feet tall. My Subel sapote, which just will not stop producing clusters of flowers everywhere. You just see them all. There's a hummingbird right there. It won't stop. None Well, let me take it back. This variety of white sapote takes the winter better, but the summer not so much. The Vernon doesn't take the winter as well, but you can see barely any damage or none at all. And you know, there's some good fruit set throughout. Almost every limb has a fruit like this, but a lot of flowers again throughout. Not as much as Subel though. And I made a video in the past about my apple trees. I have about 5 apple trees, but multiple varieties on each that I grafted. Still, never went dormant. Even though I pulled all the leaves off, they still wanted to push growth. Isn't that amazing? So once again, I hope everybody's doing well, and happy gardening, everyone.
Hello everyone. So, like, share, subscribe. And bye everyone. I can't remember.